Alright, so let's react to this Kendra G video.
Hey,
How you pronounce your name, baby?
Marley,
Marley. Marley, where you calling me from?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh god. Like I'm already like the ego, the narcissism, having your own like portrait, your own portrait. I think that's a red flag. That shit is a red flag in my opinion. Like literally she has her own portrait of her face in our house. I think that's a red flag.
That where?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. And how old are you?
39.
39. And what you do for a living?
I'm a vice president of HR.
Vice president. Okay, vice president.
Let me say this. She's gonna suffer loneliness. 39. I've said this before. As women age, they become bigger red flags. So, I'll probably go into detail of that a little bit more. And vice president, she's definitely won a six-figure man. You know, she's high in the corporate ladder. Wants a six-figure man when she's average at best in looks, if that. I mean, looks kind of chubby, right? And she's 39. It's just like, yeah.
Ooh, chat. You have any kids?
I do. I have a 22-year-old daughter.
Okay. Have you ever been married, Marley?
No.
No. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus. When's your birthday?
May 6th.
Okay, I'm May 7th. We one day apart.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm older than you. We one day in a couple years. All right, so we got Marley, Scottsdale, Arizona, 39, Taurus, vice president of HR, mom to a 22-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm a loyal man, one that is ready for commitment.
Okay.
I want to be married. One that
Married at 39. I've said this before, right? In my opinion, men should, especially modern day men, right? Men should only marry because, I mean, if they want to, right? You do what you want, but you should only marry if you're going to have kids, in my opinion, right? If you're going to make that level of commitment, children, you should create the stable home, i.e., usually what marriages provide, right? But 39, logistically, right? You're 39, you ain't gonna meet no man tomorrow, right? So, timeline wise, boom. You meet a man, let's say within the year, you're 40. I mean, you're not gonna get, you know, married right away. So let's say another 2 years, boom, you're 42. Um, you know, you're not gonna have kids right away. You shouldn't. Right? Boom, maybe another year. You're 43. He ain't having kids with you, right? I mean, like the likelihood. I mean, not impossible, but it's not that high. So he ain't having kids with you. So what's the point of marrying you, right? And here's the thing. She's a vice president of whatever corporate, right? She's making decent money. It's not a wise choice because most likely this woman wants a six-figure man as well for him to marry a woman and risk his assets of any kind of way. Who knows when she gets bored and doesn't want to be with him. So, for no kids, not worth it.
understands what partnership looks like. A woman that comes to a relationship, I would say seasoned, right? I'm 39. I am not a young chicken. I want to be a wife. I want to nurture. I want to cater to my man who understands what that looks like. Because that does come along with some requirements.
Okay, what requirements does that come along with?
So if I'm cooking and cleaning and I'm steaming underwear and I'm running bath waters, you would never have to ask me if I'm going to cook. You would never have to ask me to be a woman to do those things. I shouldn't ask you to take the trash out. I shouldn't ask you to be a man. I shouldn't have to ask you to provide and protect because you would never have to ask me to be a woman.
Okay, so
Providing, protecting. It's like you're a vice president. Why would you need someone to provide for you? And here's the thing, right? At 39, always question why you're single. Women think that they make themselves out, oh, I'm cooking, cleaning, running your bathwater. Okay. Why are you still single then? Why are you still single? A keeper. Yeah. I mean, at 39, no one has kept her yet. So,
Provide as in he pays all the bills?
No, I think what works best for us in a relationship, I've done 50-50. I've had a man that was a provider. I think it's really the two individuals that's within that relationship
Okay.
can figure it.
So what are your deal breakers?
Men that have children under the age of 13. I don't really want young kids like that. My daughter's grown. Come over here, potential. I don't date potential. So if you haven't figured life out by this point, I'm not the girl for you. I'm not going to help you build. I'm not going to help you become established.
I mean, it's fine, right? Her preferences is whatever. It is what it is. But here's the thing what women need to understand. Yeah, if you're not helping the man build, you expect him to have loyalty to you? You expect him to really treat you a certain... It's like, this is the thing, right? You're coming into women can't understand. You're coming into a man's life who's already built, who's already established. He doesn't give a shit about your stuff. Right? I mean, it's great. It's nice that you're vice president and you work and all that. It's great. But again, you are attracted to his assets, right? His ambitions, him being already built. It don't mean that he's attracted to you if you're already built. Men and women are attracted to two different things.
Come with something because I'm coming with something.
Okay.
And I know it's not going to fare well with the comments.
Okay. So she's not going to build you up. Be already built.
Yes.
This ain't Legos. No, Legos. This ain't Legos. All right. Should he look a certain way?
I definitely don't have a preference. I have typically dated big guys, defensive linemen, O-linemen. I'm a football girl. That's it. As long as I'm attracted to him, I could care less what the world
Okay.
is.
What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, at least 6 figures. He needs to be equally yoked. I'm a vice president. I have 4 degrees. So if that gives you any indication of where I sit.
Here's the thing, right? It's great. I'm not saying to go for a woman that's a bum. No. I'm not saying to go for a woman that's a leech. But here's the thing. Just like a woman that's works at McDonald's, she wants a provider. No different than a woman that's vice president. She wants a provider. Right? Women in general wants a provider. Women in general cares about the men's money. Right? So really, yeah. I mean, if she divorced you, she takes half too. If a woman that works at McDonald's divorced you, she's taking half as well. So really, okay. I mean, it's not like that much drastic difference, in my opinion. Yes, it's great that she has her own like goals, her own job, but at the end of the day, okay, here's the thing: a lot of women, they want to go for a man that's a provider, so that man can pretty much take away the responsibilities of women, right? They want to either work less or not work at all, right? Not have to be burdened with the responsibilities of being an adult. Okay, so this is the thing. Great, she has 4 degrees. Cool, whatever. Great, she's a vice president. Okay, great. Your accomplishment is great, but then that don't make him attracted to you. There are pluses, right? They could be pluses, something to talk about, something to have conversations with, but it doesn't make him attracted to you. So great, you have 4 degrees. I mean, but you're still single, right? your 4 degrees, your vice president status hasn't landed you a man. So really, great.
Let's be equally yoked in that.
So make at least $100,000.
Yes.
So if he made $70,000, should he reach out to you?
You know what? I would say yes. I mean, yeah, he can reach out to me. I'm not gonna say it's a disqualifying factor.
Okay.
What I am gonna say is it's expensive to live life right now, and if we want to live life a certain kind of way with no excuses, it costs.
Okay.
First of all, it's not expensive to live life, but she did correct herself. Yes, if you want to live life a certain way, right? Then yes, it's expensive.
Fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. I just had knee surgery last week, so let's.
Oh, you can't stand up?
I'm gonna stand up.
Well, if you're in a situation, I'll give you grace.
No. It's okay.
Why did you have knee surgery? What happened?
I tore my meniscus.
Okay.
How? So let's see. So I'm limping.
Okay. You got that. You had a booty in her face for a second. All right.
She's just big. I mean, yeah, she's big and she has a butt. But it's because she's big. This one is a plus size woman, right? But here's the thing. 39, chubby. High expectations. This is the thing with women, right? You can have whatever expectations you want, right? You can. But reality shows if you fit those expectations or not. Now, let's say she's dated men, 6 figures, all that shit. Great. But yeah, maybe keeps a clean house, whatever. But here's the thing. She hasn't been able to get a man that fits her standards to commit to her long term. So, this is the thing, I've said this before. Women will never not have options. Women have options. No matter they're big, skinny, ugly, pretty, old, young, whatever. They will have options. But will they have the men that they want? That's the key. And obviously at 39, she hasn't found the man that she wants to commit to her long term.
Okay. We see you, Mama. Marley, when was your last relationship?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I think it was January.
January. Okay. They're telling me to ask, do you typically date men that make 100K?
Yeah. Yes. I work in sports, so it's not like I don't have a plethora of men that I have access to. But what I learned as being a Black executive is you don't play where you. So
I don't know if I agree with that, because I tell women all the time, if you around these men, y'all need to lock it in, because that's what the other women be doing. The women who don't have the degrees, what they do is their degree is trying to get your coworker. And if you are a person who is surrounded by these 100K men, you need to have the mindset of the other women who there to get her husband. You need to get your husband, girl, if you around them all the time.
I think so. I think it's hard when you work with them. I mean, if you're in sports, you're with them 7 days a week sometimes. They become family. They become brothers.
Well, you said,
and it's hard.
no, but my question was, I asked you, did you date men, not work with them?
No, I thought you said that I dated men that made 100K.
Yes.
I go, yes, I have.
So you have, okay, so then you have dated the men you work around with at times.
Well, yeah, and so I've only been in 2 relationships, one for 15 years and one for 3, and they both made 100K.
Okay. So, and
yet they still failed. This is a thing where women is like, great, right? That's your main thing is 100K. Great. It don't mean success. This is the thing, right? You date men that make that. Women have to understand, why are you still failing? Why at 39, even though you been in so-called relationships with men that fit your standards, yet you're still single? the common denominator has to be you, right? Your standards are whack. Your viewpoint on dating, your viewpoints on men are just terrible, and you're failing at it, right?
Were they co-workers?
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right. Did I ask you the last time you were intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
No, it's fine. It was in January.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I would say my patience. I'm a very giving person, and so I expect myself out of individuals. And once you don't show me that, I get turned off real quickly. I walk away. Let's see. I can be a little nonchalant. I guess I could. Sometimes I just like don't really speak up. I'll just walk away from situations without actually talking. And I guess right now being intentional with dating, it has always been a focus to be a mother, now my career. So being intentional about actually finding a husband could be a priority.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Women that make men last on their priority list, it shows. It shows. So this is the thing. What are men getting now that they're your priority? Used up, high expectations, bitterness, it's disagreeableness, combativeness, just a whole lot of undesirableness. Okay? This is the thing. It's insane that women want men at their best, yet give men their worst. Right? Women want men at their best, yet they give men the worst. Right? Them at their worst. This is not, in my opinion, this is not women at their best. Her being a vice president, her having 4 degrees, her being 39, her being chubby, her being having a, being a baby mom. You're not at your best. Great. You make 6 figures. Awesome. Unless you're paying his bills, what does it mean? It don't mean anything. She's used, like I said, you want a man at his best, yet you're used up. You've been through trauma, a bunch of relationships, used up by men that you obviously don't want to be with. Hey, this is the thing with women understand. You want men at their best, yet you give these men your worst. This woman at her stage in life is not her prime, right? But you want men at their prime. And a lot of men realize this. What am I getting? What am I really getting? A woman that cooks and cleans. Well, a 29-year-old can cook and clean. A 29-year-old can run my bathwater. This is the thing. If you are a 6-figure man, top percent man, you are rare. You can attract younger women who are at their prime, who are probably most likely less bitter, hopefully less used up, hopefully not jaded, hopefully not a baby mom, hopefully will get on his program. Because here's the thing, this woman at 39, she ain't getting a no man's program, right? She ain't submissive to nobody. She ain't following any man's lead, right? It's her lead. I guarantee you, this woman is not going to be able to go 50-50.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, sweetie?
I feel like...
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Plan said young women dumb. Now, here's the thing. I've met some intelligent younger women, but I also have met some idiotic older women, and I've shown plenty of idiotic older women. Intelligent is relative, right? Let's say this. If you meet a younger woman, if you are an accomplished man, a good man, an intelligent man, you can teach a younger woman a lot of things. You ain't teaching an older woman, no matter how stupid she is, anything, right? Because at a certain age and a certain lifestyle of women, well, they have lived their life in a way that they ain't listen to nobody. No man is going to come into their life and dictate anything, right? Or shape anything or give advice to anything. So I'm a man, right? So, bro, yes, I may be saying I'm looking at from a man's perspective, but here's the thing. Like I said, I I don't date younger women, right? I'm also looking at a perspective where I date strong, independent women. I've dated women in finance. Finance, right? I've dated women that are, you know, leaders of organizations. I've dated women who are the strong, independent women type. Now, I'm generalizing. I'm not saying everything is going to, I mean, every situation is every correct situation. No. But I'm saying like this. It is logical. Here's the part where I'm saying it is logical. If you are dating the strong, independent woman, no matter what age, I don't care. Let's say, even if she's young, right? The strong, independent woman. Well, most likely, she ain't listening shit to you. She ain't listening nothing about you, right? You can't tell her anything. You can't advise her about anything, right? The strong, independent woman, no matter what age, she could be 29, she could be 39, right? She won't listen. But here's the thing. More than likely, if she has lived, right, a long year of being strong and independent, the more years she's lived that kind of lifestyle, the more ingrained the strong, independent mindset she has. So there's key difference. A strong, independent woman that's 29 is different than the strong, independent woman that's 39. Drastically different, in my opinion. Okay, because that mentality where she had now 10 more years, right, of strong, independent, where I don't need no man, right? That is more ingrained than ever. Now, I'm not saying that a strong, independent woman that's 29, she's not difficult. I'm not saying that, but there's a higher chance if you make logical sense, maybe, right? She can be understanding it, right? She won't be, hopefully, because she didn't been through as much trauma or life experience, she's may be easier to listen, right? She may have propensity to listen more. Now, I'm not saying no 100% case, but that's the logic I'm seeing, right? Because here's the thing. I've said this before. Life experience makes women harder to be with. Okay? The more women go through life, the traumas and tribulations, being by themselves, paying their own bills, dictating their own actions, right? They will not listen to nobody. Bro, I'm saying this, right? Yo, you date. Here's the thing, right? You date whoever you want. I'm saying you can date whoever you want, whatever makes you happy. Yeah, I've never really dated an older woman like that. I've dated usually, unless she's like one year older than me, maybe. But I've usually dated a woman that's around my age, right? 2-3 years, So it's not that drastic. But yeah, that's just my thought, my thinking about it.
I'm an overall, all around good person. I definitely don't do drama. I'm not with the arguing. I'm compromising. I'm a girl. I'm a sports girl. I have a PS5. So I feel like I'm very relatable. And again, to know me is to love me. I've never met a stranger. I'm a caring, nurturing kind of person. Sorry, I'm nervous. I didn't got on your show, Lord Jesus. Yeah. I think I come with all the values that men look for, outside of the debate about being a plus size woman asking for 6 figures. I think that debate is crazy.
Wait, what? Okay. What debate?
It's going on in the comments. Being plus size and being 40 and asking for someone who makes 6 figures. Like, why would a man who makes 6 figures want to date a girl that's plus size? I'm like, that debate is old. Like, pick another reason why a plus size woman should ask or require things out of men that she provides. Like, my weight doesn't dictate my worth. So let's stop.
Let's say this, right? It does. Now, I'm not saying that it's 100%. I know plenty of men that like plus size women. I've dated plus size women, right? I'm not saying that I'm in love with it, but I've dated. I didn't care so much, right? But here's the thing. You don't You have to understand, right? Here's a woman that dates and goes after men that are six-figure earners. He can date, right? Women that are plus size, women that are athletic, whatever, all these range of women. Obviously, she boxed herself in to just dating men that are six-figure earners. And this is the thing where you can see her dating history. She's still single. As amazing as she's just trying to make herself out to be, she's still single. So really, I've always questioned it. How are you so amazing? Right? You just said you're everything that men ask for. Great. Yet you're still single. You're still single. You're a baby mama. So obviously, we all know that at least one relationship didn't work. She just said two. So really, we already know two relationships didn't work. Okay? It's either you left them, but you chose these type. I mean, it's like it's the whackness of it, you know?
With the weight comments, like, let's be for real.
Okay. I was actually, it's hard for me to read the comments, so I didn't see those comments. But the comments are saying that because you're plus size, you shouldn't request a six-figure guy.
Not that you shouldn't request them, right? Here's the thing. You can request whoever you want. Reality will dictate if you qualify for it. Yeah, this is the thing women gotta understand. Men that have sex with you, men that would date you, is different than men that would commit to you. Absolutely different. So the men that you want, even if they will have sex with you, even if they go on a date with you, it don't mean the same if these men would commit to you long term. So you got to think why.
Well, you said
Yes.
you dated six-figure men. Were you plus size then?
No, I gained a lot of weight over the last year since my original ACL injury. But regardless of like me being 50 pounds lighter and to now I'm the same person.
Well, that is a different. You're the same person, but
I look different.
the thing is, unfortunately, child. That's why I asked you, did you have those same men? So you gained 50 pounds since then. So you don't think that would be a hindrance at all?
No.
For the type of guy that you say you want.
I don't think so, because I mean, if you're only dating me or you're only going to marry me based because I look good in a bikini or I was 50 pounds with a body, what happens when, like what happened, an ACL tear, then
the hypocrisy. So if I'm only dating you because if you're skinny, okay, you're only dating him if he makes six figures. What happens when he loses his money? He goes broke. Will you support him? Right? Are you supporting him for the rest of his life? I mean, it's like, this is the thing where women, like, here's the thing. Clan just said it. I'm looking at things from my perspective. Women do the same. But in my honest opinion, my perspective, at least men's perspective, is usually more logical than women's. Now, I'm not saying that my perspective is 100% correct. But in my opinion, most of the time when men talk, it's usually logical. When women talk, it's delusional, it's hypocritical, right? It's really insanity, in my opinion.
a meniscus tear happens, you gain weight because you can't work out. What happens then? You're going to leave me? So why is weight a requirement? I think I'm solely on board with preference. I like big boys. Like, if you're super skinny, I wouldn't naturally like have eyes around you. Not to say that you weren't an option, but a preference, not a requirement.
Okay, I think let me ask you this. So you said, obviously he shouldn't leave you if he gains weight. Now you made it clear his salary is important because you want to live a certain way. So what happens if he loses his salary and no longer can be a 100K man? Do you stay with that man?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a thing to where I don't want men, I not come across men that they see my lifestyle and then they challenge it.
Cap. Absolutely cap. Right? And this is the thing. Women can say this because they're not living it. Yeah, I can date a man that's broke. I can date a man that's not making 100K. And then, you know what? Give it time. Like, I can't stand this man. I can't stand this man. I married this man, right? But now I can't stand this man because he's not providing the lifestyle I want. He doesn't have the money. Even though he's nice, right? He's faithful. He helps around the household. He helps with the children. But he's broke. It has happened plenty.
Right? Why have a housekeeper?
I've heard stories of women changing how they view their husband because their husband lost their job and couldn't find work, couldn't find the same level of job again. And women have lost love for men like that. Even though he was completely the same, his job was just gone. And I've seen women divorce men on that shit.
Why do you do this? I think if you make a certain amount of money, understand that it's not a huge task to have a housekeeper, you wouldn't come in and try to change me. So I think that's where the salary requirement comes. I'm not flying Frontier. Don't ask me. Again, it comes along with salary.
Well, you say you're not flying Frontier.
I haven't seen a economy seat in 10 years.
What? Yeah.
And not to be
Don't play with it. Only thing, this is what I say to that. And I think just as absolute you are with certain things, I think men are absolute with certain things too. But we don't ever accept it, right? So I hear you and I'm gonna honor you. You, like you said, you first class only. Your requirements are your requirements. I don't think there's an overall rule. There's plenty of men who make a certain amount of money who date women who are not thin, right? So we know that to be true.
Saying not thin, and then saying that there are plenty. It's like I've seen the aesthetics of wealthy men's choices. Yeah, they may not be thin, but they're practically Coke bottle. She doesn't have a Coke bottle shape.
But there are guys who, see, the thing is, all men like to show off stuff, you know? So what I've come to learn from hosting this show, rather, weight is a big thing. Like, I know we push back on this and we try not to honor it, but it is one of the things for men. Like, hygiene is the biggest thing for all, but then weight is also a big factor for men. I don't make the rules, I'm just sharing the data, right? So we could push back all day on it, or we could decide, okay, that's what it is for that. But do I think every man who fits that category is gonna base it off of that? I can't say that to be true, no.
No, I'm not saying that. I just see one comment and I'm like, it's a discussion. Again, I can't see them all. So don't absolutely want to like judge everything that's been said, but that's been my experiences is gaining weight. Weight does seem to be a factor in the type of man that the public thinks you deserve. And they do think the thinner women deserve the handsome man, the man that makes a lot of money.
It's more like you ask a man at a certain level, he's going to ask you at a certain level too, right? He has worked to get the finances that he has. Well, she has to work to get the body that she has. For her, you don't need to work for that body, right? You can eat and be a homebody and still have the same body as her, right? You can't eat and be a homebody and have 6 figures. So really, it's really different, right? It's what men want and what women want. Men in general prefer looks, right? And they prefer looks and slender. I'm not saying skinny, but slender, Coke body shape, right? Shit like that. While women prefer 6-figure men. So,
and I'm just like, I don't agree with that. That's not something that I subscribe to as a way of thinking. And again, it's just me, my preference.
I got you. All right, well, the time has come. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name on the app?
So, I don't know. She's going to talk about the app now. It is what it is. But this is the thing where, you know, this is the thing where she's not understanding. Is she attracting the men that she wants for long-term commitment? She's not. She's 39, still single. She's been single for 3 years. So she's not attracting the men that she wants. This is the thing where I've said this before. Women, I think she hits 40, she should stay out of the dating market because this thing, her standards ain't going lower. So really, you know, I'm not saying that rich men cheat, but I'm saying that rich men also have high standards, right? The men that she wants also has equally, if not higher, standards. Because here's the thing: these men are more desirable than these women. Okay, women that's a vice president, 4 degrees, a baby mama, 39. No one's knocking on her door to be married to her. Maybe to tap it, yeah, to pump and dump. Men would do that with practically any woman, right? Yeah, she said she was like a couple months ago, right? So, but this is the thing that just shows you, right? Men will gladly use her. They don't care about her standards, and obviously she doesn't care about her standards too. So, because she'll gladly give her body to men that don't qualify for her, but she'll give her body to these men. Yeah, you know what? I said this before. Exactly, Clan. Honestly, women at this stage in life, focus on your career. Just have friends, travel, spend your money, go first class wherever you want to go, and have situationships, right? Friends with benefits. When you want to have sex, you have that friend with benefit. But other than that, I'm not saying she doesn't qualify for one of the men, right? But it's like, honestly, it's gonna be hard. It's going to be hard, that for her to meet who she wants, and that's what women gotta understand. So, I think it's ridiculous. But what do you guys think?